Welcome to my first vlog. I did make vlogs when I was looking for a job a few years back. Ooh, I feel like things have changed so much. And not, in some ways they haven't. It's kind of late in the day. I am a little paranoid about getting sick, so I've been taking my time in the morning and just making sure I'm getting enough sleep and sleeping extra if I'm tired. And I'm a little sniffly, so we're just gonna do our best not to overexert ourselves today and still have a wonderful day. Whee!
Like now live or like be the first to check it out, and the email subscribers are usually the first people.
Some meatballs.
I did make a few of the pieces of inventory of scrunchies, but she's so much quicker than me when it comes to stuff.
That YouTube video helped me get out of bed, but I'm gonna try my best not to watch any more YouTube until the end of the day, unless it's just like videos in Indonesian, because I'm trying to learn Indonesian. But I am going to meditate now. I did 30 minutes yesterday, but today feels like a 10-minute day. I have been using binaural beats by this dating coach called Chantel Hyde, because I'm also doing one of her like journal series. I'm going to meditate, and then I am going to journal. 10-minute relaxation meditation by Chantel and Rich Pendlebury. The binaural beats has been giving me, it's been helping just put my mind into the meditative wavelength, but also just it gives me like a set chunk of time, because when the music ends I know the meditation's over. And I was using a timer before, but this has been working better for me in order to keep myself consistent. And yeah, that's what I am focused on currently. I just want to meditate every day, at least 10 minutes. 30 minutes every day ideally, but I'm really happy with at least 10 minutes as a baseline. That's what's working for me, and I usually go above and beyond. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I was worried the meatballs wouldn't cook through, but yes, they got toasty on the outside. It looks fine on the inside. They are so good. Oh my goodness. Wow. I got them from a local farm. You can never go back to normal meatballs now. Anyway, insights from meditating. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I was just kind of sitting in that. Yeah, I've been feeling especially socially pretty overwhelmed the past few days, and there's some people I want to hang out with and I'm planning on spending time with, but I'm like, I don't feel like I have enough energy or desire to do that right now. It feels really daunting, and I'm just thinking about all the other things on my plate that I need to / want to do. I am excited about spending time with people, maybe the following week or later even, but I also am traveling pretty soon. I feel like if I'm spending time with people, I'm not gonna have enough time or energy to do these other things that are also really important to me, and that's giving me a lot of overwhelm. So what I really need right now is to give myself space in my life and with all the things I'm doing, which like, how can I do that? That is the question, and meditating is a really good way to do that, as well as vlogging like this I think is great because it's keeping me accountable to actually do those things that are important to me, that will fill my cup that when I check off that when I'm engaged and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm proud of myself. So I'm gonna do that, and then also just keeping my mindset really clean where I'm just not beating myself up like crazy, because I can fall into that tendency when I get overwhelmed really easily where I'm like, well, if I just start beating myself up a little bit internally, then I'll get all the stuff done, and then I'll actually have time to socialize. But that completely disregards, will that whole process bring me any joy? Will socializing even bring me joy at that point? Also, I just haven't met any new people in a really long time socially, so I think I need to schedule that in somewhere. It's a challenge though, because it's like I have all these other things I want to do. What's like, that's the whole reason I haven't been really scheduling that in, because it's like I have all these other things. I'm already overwhelmed. What's one more thing? That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. But I also have to remember I wasn't really being disciplined about keeping a good schedule and routine the past few weeks, because I literally just got laid off a few weeks ago. And I had to take care of my friend's cats, and just other stuff was happening. So I need to kind of be a little gentle with myself in that regard, where this week is kind of the transitional week where I'm trying to get stuff together, and then next week I am going to really double down on my routine and being disciplined about that, and hopefully that's going to open up more space for myself and give me some breathing room. I am going to eat some food and journal. Also, I don't know why I'm so sniffly. I definitely had a lot of thoughts when meditating. What happens if things don't work out, you know? And it can be really difficult to just trust the universe. I wanted to say there's a lot going on right now in the world, but I feel really happy right now. I've got this good food to eat. I still have a lot of my freedom, so I'm pretty happy. And I think it's important to feel thankful and blessed for that, despite those fears about things working out. Ultimately, I think I'm doing pretty good. That's why it's so important to meditate. You have realizations like this. I want to keep everything on this camera, but it's so difficult to film downward. As I said, I'm learning Indonesian, and it's so that I can start tutoring English. So I'm doing two things right now. I'm trying to start Etsy and then trying to start a language tutoring thing. I wanted to make a note of some things that stood out to me. One of them is, well, listening to Meowog, apa ini? And then there's one sentence. It was like, apa, I think, camera. And I think I understood what this meant. It was like, is that a camera? I'm not 100% sure though. But one thing I just heard that I understood was when he was trying to open a door and he couldn't open it. So it's like, oh, I can't do it, or it's not like viable. So just the natural process I'm following of immersion and naturally picking up things. I'm trying to learn really quickly as I'm going to Indonesia soon. And it's interesting, the way he said tidak wasn't the way I would have expected, so I didn't understand right away. It's like the tonality of it was different than what I had imagined in my head. So that's why it's really important not to become super rigid about repeating certain sounds or memorizing exactly how something sounds when you're not familiar with the language yet, because this did not sound the way I would have expected it to, and it's good that I was keeping my ears open, so to speak. I just remembered I have to call Best Buy. A package never arrived and I need a refund. I am getting a tattoo while I'm in Bali, so I need to design it. All of a sudden, I'm not feeling great. Yeah, earlier I said I was overwhelmed, and I am just feeling really anxious. So I did schedule something social with a friend of mine, and I'm really looking forward to it, but somehow even just that little amount of interaction is making me feel uneasy. And I kind of just want to like doom scroll and turn my brain off and dissociate. But I'm doing my best to find better coping mechanisms. I've been just like spacing out all morning, kind of in between filming. So I'm going to work on my tattoo still, but I'm just going to play some happy music in the background. Maybe I'll play an audiobook. I'll listen to an audiobook while I do it, if I feel like that instead. Just trying to find ways to make it more enjoyable. And there's also some like guilt about taking time to design my tattoo, because like at the end of the day, that's just something useless for myself. I know that's not completely true, but that's kind of, I'm stuck thinking about it that way a little bit. And yeah, I don't know, I feel not very deserving, and that I should be actively working on something else or improving my friendships or seeking out relationships instead of doing this. And I just feel, it feels like I don't have a lot of time, even though I'm not even employed right now. I think I'll show you guys the tattoo design when I'm done, but okay, I did it. I feel a lot better. I need the music. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure where to position the flowers best. I'm really hoping the tattoo artist can find where it'll look really good, because I'm not confident. Like, I just don't know. I think if I drew it on my arm, it would be the best. But even then, I'm like, I just don't know what would look good. And then I have some notes like where I would want it to be, kind of focus. And just some oh god, my voice. Some notes of like important details I need, because I want 5 petal flowers. This type of flower has like some flowers with a ton of petals, but I just want 5. And I want them to be, the petals to be sharp at the ends and to meet at like a point in the center, a really prominent dot. Yeah. And I think the tattoo artist should come back with their own design. That's all done. I'm still listening to music. It's kind of weird talking while listening to music. But next, I'm thinking like, what should I do next? It's so hard not to rearrange my hair when I see myself on camera. But yeah, I really had just plans to work on YouTube related things today, which I kind of am doing by filming, but I really want to make some progress on the video I'm making on language learning. I still feel a little depresso espresso. I think I need to move around I need to move my body a little bit. So I think, yeah, I will go on a walk and come back, and I will just work on editing that video. I did plan on going to get groceries today too, but honestly I'm just so not in the mood to go to an overwhelming grocery store and like sweat on the way there. I don't want to drive there either. Not really. Yeah, not excited about that. And I still have some food I could eat tonight, so I think I'm gonna just push it off till tomorrow. Yeah, and hopefully I'll feel more in the mood to do that tomorrow. I kind of took care of some errands on the computer already. The Best Buy thing, I replied to them. And the only thing is I really want to wash my hair today. So hopefully I'll feel a little better after going for a walk. I know that usually makes me feel better. And then I will work on YouTube, editing stuff or filming anything if necessary. Yeah, I also kind of feel like reading. I'm also reading one of Chantal Hyde's books called Custom Made, and it's about creating a business that you feel passionate about. And I kind of need to pick me up in some direction in my business, because the whole language learning stuff I'm doing right now is for business purposes. So I might also read some of that while I'm editing for YouTube, just as motivation, and do some of the exercises from that book as well. And yeah, on my walk I will probably continue listening to music or listen to my audiobook. Yeah, I'm not feeling like, I'm feeling, I don't know, a lack of dopamine or something, like angsty and kind of bored, having trouble seeing the joy in things. You're like, what joy is there in things? You never show us anything interesting. You're always on this couch. Right. I'm purposely, maybe I should make a more interesting backdrop in the future, but that's for the future, okay? Yeah, it's just, I don't want to show you all too much of my apartment. I'm trying to keep it simple and low-key. Indonesian to Japanese, so it's the most common 1,000 words. We'll try and edit for an hour and take a little break and then keep editing. I definitely still have this notion that I need to work 8 hours a day. I think it's partially true that you need to be constantly doing something if you want to be super good at it. Like, that is true, but you don't need to do that to have a good life or even reach certain goals. And I'm not trying to get good at just one thing. That's like not my goal. So I think doing something along the lines of being flexible with my time and balancing it properly and having focus periods that are shorter, like 2 to 4 hours instead, is better for me. And then once in a while I probably will have a period of time where I want to go all in on one thing, and that's fine. But I've already been burning myself out, so I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, at least like, I mean, a focused period on just one thing. taking a break. I've been editing for a while. I'm, enjoying myself a lot more than I was initially, so I actually ordered some food. So I will be eating and watching some more Indonesian Let's Play. Rice wraps. My friend told me that this black plastic is very toxic, which is very unfortunate because if it was just, I mean, of course it's toxic as plastic, but if it wasn't as bad, I would feel more comfortable reusing. Yeah, I don't want to make getting food too much of a regular thing. Actually, a large part just because of the plastic waste, to be honest. And then also, it's just harder to eat healthy. Although this is really clean food. I feel really happy. I had a rough start to the day, but I feel really thankful that I can even order food. That I even feel comfortable psychologically ordering food without being guilty. And I forgot I have water. I should drink water. No. Oh no, like, it's always hard for me to know how much to film or not when I'm vlogging, but oh, it's for moments like this, isn't it? I was gonna say it's a learning process. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. I find my own style, whatever. Ah! Okay.
Kalau masuk sini aman kan? Aman sih. Aman. Kita lewat lawan. Lurus lempar untuk meski.